A global chess game, politics, and the economy. The world watches as economic superpowers make moves and countermoves. Political decisions can send shockwaves through the intricate web of global trade. One leader's bold action can impact businesses and families across the world. The recent tariffs imposed by President Trump are a prime example of this delicate interplay between politics and economics. Trump's tariffs, a new trade order? In 2025, President Trump made a significant move in the global trade arena. He imposed hefty tariffs on goods from China and other countries. These tariffs, 145% on Chinese goods and 10% on most others, aim to protect American industries and jobs. The administration argued that these tariffs were necessary to address unfair trade practices and reduce the trade deficit. The market reacts. Uncertainty looms. The initial response from the markets was swift and dramatic. Stock markets plunged as investors grappled with the uncertainty. The Dow Jones Industrial Average tumbled by 270 points. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq also experienced significant declines. Companies like Ford and Mattel felt the pressure. Ford announced a potential profit hit of $1.5 billion due to tariffs on auto parts. Mattel, the toy manufacturer, lowered its growth expectations for the year, citing increased costs. Section 4. The Fed's Dilemma Balancing Act. At the center of this economic storm is the Federal Reserve, tasked with maintaining stability. Jerome Powell, the chair of the Federal Reserve, faced a monumental challenge. The tariffs presented a unique dilemma. On one hand, the tariffs could potentially slow down economic growth and impact consumer spending. On the other hand, the strong job market and steady consumer spending suggested a need for continued economic growth. Section 5. A Nation on Edge, Powell's Pivotal Decision. The pressure on Powell was immense. President Trump, known for his vocal criticisms, urged the Fed to cut interest rates to offset the impact of the tariffs. However, Powell had to weigh these demands against the broader economic outlook. Cutting rates could fuel inflation, while keeping them steady might stifle growth. The nation held its breath, waiting for the Fed's decision. The stakes were high, and the outcome uncertain.